So one of the big ironies of this journey is that I don't really have a sweet tooth. I don't sell anything, but what I make has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
When I have stuff, I just shoot out an email and say, here are all the things on my kitchen counter, and people call dibs, and then they come pick it up. I don't waste food. They get to enjoy free pie, and there's built from a curiosity of what will happen if I get to make stuff in my kitchen and then share it with people. My name is Lauren Coe. I'm an artist, I'm a baker, founder of the Instagram account Lokokitchen, and author of the best-selling cookbook Pieometry. My professional background is in social work and nonprofit administration, and I moved to Seattle in 2016, and so I was looking for a job. In my fun employment, was blooping around on the internet and just happened to stumble across some really beautiful pictures of pie. And it made me think, I've grown up cooking and baking. I like to say I come from a family of phenomenal eaters, have always had the great gift of being surrounded by food my whole life. But in my Chinese, Honduran, American family, not a lot of traditional apple pie happening. I had made all kinds of things, but never made a pie. So I was curious, Googled a recipe, made my first plaid lattice apple pie, and it was fine. It just so happened that the first photo I shared was a geometric peach pie with like a cheesy dad joke caption. And it got like several hundred likes, which at the time, as a regular person, totally blew my mind.
Yeah.
And so really this was just supposed to be a holding place, like a personal photo album of things that I was cooking. And it was really just meant to be for myself. A lot of my inspiration sources are not food related, things like architecture, or I have pies and tarts in my feed and in my book that are inspired by public bathroom tile. Sometimes it's the way the light hits the shadow on a sidewalk coffee table. I was curious, what would things look like? And I think that was kind of how I landed on my style, this kind of Lokokitchen aesthetic. I think there's an interesting shift when you are creating art or doing anything for fun and for personal enjoyment and fulfillment, and it becomes this thing that you could monetize and then have to pursue. I quit my job, so I had to figure out how to make money from this, and kind of feel stuck sometimes, like the need to constantly create something original and to like put it out in the world that feels like fresh and different and interesting is it's interesting. So I have what I call the pipeline, which is just an email listserv of like friends, family, neighbors, like people that I have met and love in Seattle. And I think also because I don't sell, people are also very curious, like what do these things taste like? Kind of this mutual curiosity has built a really interesting community where I've become really good friends with some of our neighbors because something born out of curiosity has fostered this bridge of something that we can share and bond over. And it's a good kind of perspective too. It's so easy to be in my own space at home, kind of creating and be in my head too. Like when I'm on my phone, it's so easy to kind of get stuck in that. But having a real life community of people who you can share your art with, that really brings a better perspective on things and don't feel quite as alone. Something that I talk to a lot of people about is, as someone who operates on a lot of fear and trepidation, I'm very risk averse. It can be really good to like push yourself out of your comfort zone. And again, to be curious. You truly never know where life will take you and what kind of opportunities could come your way. You don't have to be good at something to pursue it or to be interested or to dabble in it.